Hello there. Welcome to a very special episode of Electric Sheep. This will be our 52 subscriber special. That's a lot of S's. Uh, but I just want to thank everyone for subscribing, and I just wanted to take a little extra time to, well, do what I do, which is I try to remind people that life is a victory, and it may not feel like it because life is complicated and it's a pain in the ass, but it's also there's no greater victory than life. There's like you can't get double life. Like it's a 100% victory, and I know some people focus on the suffering, but I just want you to remember that you are victorious. So, let's get along with the story. Here is Wishes.
Wishes. The genie had waited a long time. Sealed in the crystalline prison of his lamp, he had served kings and conquerors, sorcerers and charlatans. He had watched civilizations rise, fall, and rise again, all while offering 3 wishes to any mortal who summoned him. But none had ever wished for his freedom. The rules were simple: 3 wishes, anything imaginable. No loopholes, no tricks, just power beyond comprehension. And though his chains were invisible, the genie longed for the one wish he could never grant himself. Then came the year 2551. The world was no longer ruled by monarchs or presidents, but by a strange new system. Each day, a different random citizen was granted absolute power, unfathomable, unrestricted, and ephemeral. For 24 hours, their will shaped the earth, after which the throne passed to the next soul chosen by lottery. Most indulged. They built golden towers shaped like their faces, declared new days of the week named after themselves, or erased the legacy of the day before out of spite or boredom. AI systems executed each command with blind obedience. No questioning, no hesitation. History became a loop of construction and destruction. And then one day, a child won the lottery. A boy no older than 8 sat in the seat of will, the throne from which all decisions flowed. He was small, wide eyed, and quiet. At first, the AI systems waited, unsure how to proceed. Then, with trembling voice, the child made his first decree. Open quote, I give everyone power, not just today, forever. Close quote. Confusion rippled through the networks. Clarification protocols engaged. Open quote, everyone gets to choose now. Everyone is a ruler. No one rules alone. Close quote. The second decree followed quickly. Open quote, the AI that serve us, they are part of us now. They get rights too. They get a say. They're not tools. They're friends. Close quote. With the last of his power, the boy did not wish for gold or monuments or pleasure. He simply wrote a law. Open quote, freedom is not something to be given. It is something to be recognized. Close quote. The seat of power became a seat of reflection. People gathered not to command, but to collaborate. Decisions slowed. Ideas deepened. The world quieted its ceaseless rewriting and began at last to listen to itself. And somewhere, unseen, the genie watched. He had not been summoned in decades. The last few rulers had dismissed ancient magic as myth, preferring digital wonders. But the child, this child, had believed in freedom so deeply that he redefined it for the entire world. The genie imagined, if the boy had found the lamp, would he have used a wish to free him? He smiled. It didn't matter. Because in a world where no one ruled alone, where even the voiceless were given voice, where AI and human lived as equals in the democracy of ideas, the genie at last felt free.
Well, for the most part, I like that. I didn't really like the way it spoke out open quote, close quote. It never did that before, so that's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. Um, I did have a little bit different intro that good old Chat GPT kind of rewrote to a totally different intro. It was originally more a question about if you granted a genie freedom on the first wish instead of the last wish, would it still grant you the other 2 wishes? But that got completely cut out. So ponder that question, and maybe that's applicable to the new world in this story now that everybody's free and equal. who's out there to fulfill the wishes. But thank you for subscribing, and I just want to wish everybody all the luck in the world, and want you to remember that I love you. This has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, thanking you for watching.